cameras don't do anything but line the city's pocket. Either way, one lawmaker thinks residents of Louisiana should have the final say about the traffic camera program. Small cameras set up across the city dole out big tickets.
$995. Right over by Trinity. I was doing renovation on the house and the tickets kept going up to the house in North Carolina and I didn't get any record of it. I was going 31 miles an hour in a 25-mile zone.
Whether you had to pay $100 or close to $1,000.
I told him to charge me an extra $5, making it even $1,000.
Some residents in New Orleans don't want the traffic cameras here.
The city gets 35% of the money and the rest goes to the company that puts them up. It's a racket, total racket.
I honestly think that a lot of them aren't as strategically placed as they could be.
I feel like it's entrapment in a way. They send you a traffic ticket and you can't dispute it. And they're like, hey, you're just guilty. We saw you on the camera.
A local lawmaker wants state residents to take these concerns to the polls.
The state of Louisiana would have the opportunity to vote towards the end of the year. And I think if this is put on the ballot for people to have the opportunity to vote, overwhelmingly they would reject the use of traffic cameras.
Mayor Landrieu says the traffic cameras crack down on speeding and running red lights, especially in school zones. Right now, there are 42 fixed traffic cameras across the city, with 45 additional cameras coming in the next few months. Whichever side you fall on, Hollis thinks the voters should get to decide, and residents seem to be on board.
I think that's a great idea because simple fact is, where is the money going? What is it being used for? That's what I would like to know.
Last year, traffic cameras caught about 3,500 citations a week. 75% of those tickets were issued for speeding. Ton.
Lauren, thank you. While that's happening, you may have noticed that new signs reading photo enforced speed are popping up around New Orleans, especially in school zones. But some of those signs, like this one in Treme, are posted in areas with no fixed traffic safety cameras, which would not be in compliance with state law. A spokesperson for Mayor Mitch Landrieu says the city is installing photo enforced signs in all school zones and locations where new mobile traffic units will be likely used. The purpose is to alert drivers of traffic camera enforcement, but some residents say if no camera is present, the city's approach is misleading.
I'd say it is somewhat deceptive. Whether or not it's intentional or unintentional, I can't say to that.
State Senator Troy Carter says he's proposing new legislation to make sure the signs and enforcement are consistent and not just an attempt to, quote, trick motorists with gotcha moments.
Well, everywhere you go in the